everyone. So I had my 34-week appointment today, and that went quite well. I had mentioned in my other videos that I am dealing with PUPS right now, which is just kind of like an itchy rash everywhere, but mostly on my stomach. And like nothing was working for that. I tried like Benadryl, hydrocortisone cream, menthol cream, so many other like pregnancy safe itch creams, and just nothing was kind of working. So bedtime was always really tough. Like I can't get to sleep, and I deal with insomnia as it is, so bedtime has been like really tough for me lately. But so I talked to my doctor about that, and she's given me like a steroid pill. I forget what it's called now. I haven't actually taken the prescription in yet, so I haven't tried it. But I'm going to get that probably for tomorrow night, since it's getting kind of late now, so I don't really want to go wait and pick that up at the pharmacy. So we'll probably just do that tomorrow and see how it goes. She did say it could make me quite tired though, and I am supposed to take it morning as well as night, but my itch is not too bad during the day, so I think I'll probably just take it at night. And it's supposed to last up to 8 hours, so hopefully it doesn't make me too groggy the next day. We'll kind of just see how that goes, and I'll update about it again. But everything else was normal. My belly's measuring right on track, which is great because she was actually in the beginning measuring small on ultrasounds as well as my belly. So it's great. Like even 2 weeks ago, I think that she had caught up then, because she had been measuring 1 week or a little bit more behind. So now she is like right on track for where I'm at. So that's perfect. And then we just checked blood pressure and heartbeat, and everything's great. And it was a pretty chill appointment, which is, you know, kind of how all my appointments have been, thankfully. Nothing too exciting happening with her, other than that she's progressing great, and I seem to be the only one that has the health problems right now. So we're just kind of dealing with those like one by one as they come along. But anyway, since that was kind of a short update, I did want to do the pregnancy Q&A tag today. And then I was actually going to do my newborn clothing haul, but I've been out for like 5 hours and I'm just hot and I just want to sit down and I don't want to go through clothing right now. So I think I will save that one for sometime tomorrow or later in the week. So right now I will just do the pregnancy Q&A. So the first question is, how many months are you? Oh gosh, I feel like I'm probably like 8 months. I am so bad at math and converting though. So I'm 34 weeks yesterday. So I think that puts me at 8 or 8.5. But anyway, I am 34 weeks and 1 day. So family's reaction. Everyone was very happy and excited. Same with her dad's family, like everyone was super happy. We've been waiting for this for a while, so everyone was like so ecstatic. But and then I guess my dad I don't really keep in touch with, and I did tell him, and not that he wasn't happy, I'm sure that he is. It's just I got kind of a judgmental response, I guess. He has his own views about things and I have mine, and they just don't mesh together, and we'll just leave it at that. But otherwise everyone has been so happy. So next, do you know the sex? Yes, we are having a girl. Yeah, she's a girl. We did do, or I think I mentioned in the other video, we did do our gender reveal back in April, so we found out then. And question 4, what did you want? My boyfriend wanted a girl. He was like, and he was positive she was a girl. And so me, I wouldn't necessarily say that I wanted one gender over the other, but I did have the strongest feeling that she was a boy. I think I mentioned that in my last video too. We cut the cake open and my sister put pink Jelly Bellies in it, and we cut it open and there was pink, and I was like, no, it's supposed to be blue. Because I don't know, I just can't even explain the feeling that I had. I was like, 1000% positive that those were going to be blue jelly beans in there. So I wouldn't say that I really like wanted one over the other, but I did have a very strong feeling that she was a boy. Question 5, do you want more? Yes, we both do, but I guess if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, that's fine too. We're not necessarily like planning for more right now, of course, but yeah, if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, then that's okay too, and we'll deal with it when it comes up, and we would be totally happy if we did have more. So I'll just kind of leave that at that, I guess. Either way, we're fine. Biggest craving. I feel like my cravings change kind of every week. But just in general, probably like lots of fruits is what I've been craving kind of the whole time. The first, I would say like I guess so I was technically like 3 weeks pregnant at the time, so we hadn't even found out yet. But like the week after I'd ovulated, before my next period, I was craving chips, like sour cream and onion usually, or just like any kind of chips. So that lasted for like maybe a week or two. And because I'm not like a junk food person really usually, and I mean, like if we're watching a movie or something, I will sit down and have chips. So I was just like craving them way more than usual. And like now I'm kind of like way more into fruits, like back to how I was pre-pregnancy. And excuse my cats. And then it seems like every week or every couple of days or something, I get a new craving, and then I'm kind of like hooked on that for a little while. But yeah, like right now I'm like hooked on yogurt with like my own fresh fruit caught up into it. So I'm doing a lot of that right now. Okay, question 7, best part of being pregnant. I don't know. I think just knowing that she's healthy, but like me personally, I've had a rough go of things health-wise. So, I mean, for me personally, there hasn't really been a best part, but I guess just knowing that she is healthy, that is the most comforting and healthy thing for me. Sorry, my cat is crawling into my camera bag with all my other lenses. I do photography professionally, so I have lots of nice lenses, and I left that open. I don't know why, and now my cats are getting into it, and thankfully it is secure on the table. So anyway, number 8, worst part of being pregnant. Everything health-wise that I've had to deal with has not been great, but I do know that in the end it is all for a good reason. So I'm trying to be okay with everything that I'm dealing with, like the PUBs, the SPD, the dizziness with the low iron, and just so many other little random things that I've been dealing with. But yeah, it is all for a good cause. So hopefully as soon as she's out, all that stuff just goes away and I don't have to deal with that again. Okay, so number 9, names picked out. We have her first and middle names and last name, of course, picked out. We are not sharing her first name until she's here. I'm undecided if I will share the middle names at some point or not. I probably will just leave those until she is here, but I may announce the middle names in a later video. We'll see. And then I would like to announce what our boy name would be, but at the same time, it is kind of a unique name, and if we do have another baby eventually and it is a boy, then we will be using that name. So I think that I won't share that one in any future videos either, just knowing that if we do have a boy, I do want to use that name. And it is not very common, so I do kind of want to keep that on the down low. And then number 10, who will be with you during labor? Sorry, my cats are having an interesting day apparently. So who will be with me during labor? Just my boyfriend will be with me. My mom does work at the hospital as well on a different unit. She doesn't work in maternity. I'm undecided if I want her in the room at all during labor. But I'm very private when it comes to those type of things. So I think it more than likely will just be my boyfriend in the room with me, and then whatever doctors or nurses absolutely need to be in there. Number 11, my birth plan. Whatever happens is going to happen regardless, but I do have some things that I'm like dead set on. Like, I don't want more people than necessary in the room, so just my boyfriend, and if my mom is there during labor, she will not be there during delivery. Nothing against her, I'm just not into that. So just my boyfriend, and then whatever doctors or nurses absolutely need to be in there. So no student nurses or anything like that. It's just if they need to be in there, they can be in there. And then as for visitors after she's born, I don't even think that we will be letting people know that I'm in labor. We will probably just keep that quiet, and my mom will know, of course, because she works in the hospital, so we won't be hiding that from her, of course. But I think everyone else will kind of just wait to announce the labor and birth until after, so we won't really be having visitors in the hospital, I don't think. And if we do, it would just be a couple very close family members, and not until at least a few hours after she's born. Number 12, will you film it? No, I don't think so, and only because, like I just mentioned, I'm really private about those kinds of things. So I don't think that we will be filming it, but that could always change. I don't know. We'll just kind of see what happens when the time comes, I guess. Natural or medicated? I have had health problems like my whole life, which I won't talk about right now, but I have had to be on and off medication my whole life, and I know that certain medications I react quite weirdly to, where they make me super nauseous. So, but that said, I am very pro medicine and pro pain relief. So, if I do have any medication, I am definitely like all for the epidural, just because I know that chances of that making me loopy and stuff are very slim. So I've done a lot of research on that, and as far as pain control goes, I think that the epidural is my number one. And I am willing to try the, was it nitrous gas? I think that's what it's called. Don't quote me on that. I am willing to try that just because I have heard that the effects of it do wear off as soon as you take the mask away from your face. So that is something I'm willing to try. But as far as like other like narcotic pain relief, unless we get to the point where I'm absolutely desperate for something else, I don't think that I would even be willing to try any of those. And that kind of falls in with my birth plan too, that of course I will have an IV placed, but I've heard these like horror stories of women saying that the nurses just like came and gave them pain control of whatever they felt was necessary, and that kind of falls in with my birth plan, that I'm like, don't you dare come and inject something into my IV that I did not 100% okay first. So, and like due to my past health issues, I have been in the hospital quite a bit over the years, like when I was younger and in my teens. So I have had it happen before where a nurse has done that, and I'm totally not okay with it. So yeah, as far as like pain management during birth, the epidural is going to be what I will go for, but I also will go as long as I can without pain control, and I usually do have a really high pain tolerance, but we'll just see how it goes, I guess. Number 14, scared about labor. Yes and no, because I do know that in the end, like, I get my baby, and that's awesome. So I'm just trying to think of the bright side of it, but I am scared that it will get to a point where I can't handle the pain of the contractions even with pain control. I think my biggest fear is actually feeling nauseous. So, because I do handle pain quite well, but I do in turn get quite nauseous. So I think that is my biggest fear, is that even if I'm in pain, I do want to be able to somewhat enjoy things and be excited in between contractions. So I'm very worried that I will be very nauseous and throwing up. which very likely could happen just knowing my history with pain and nausea. So to answer that, I guess like not necessarily nervous of labor, just more nervous that I'll get sick. Okay, number 15, what do you look forward to after pregnancy? I'm looking forward to riding my horses again. So that's like my biggest number one, is I cannot wait to do that again. And also like as far as like baby related goes, I am just so excited to see what she looks like, and I really hope she looks like her dad. So yeah. And 16, plan to breastfeed? No. And I won't go into too much detail about that, but there is medical reasons I have for that. So no, we will not be breastfeeding. We will be formula feeding. Number 17, plan to work or stay at home mom? A bit of both. I mentioned in my other video that I did work on a dairy farm, and I would at some point ideally like to go back to doing that, but probably just once or twice a week, and only when my mom is able to babysit. She's probably my number one go-to as far as babysitters go, and then my boyfriend works quite long hours, so they would kind of not mesh well with what hours at the dairy farm I would have to be there. So unless it was on a weekend or something that he happens to be not working. So yes, I would like to go back, but we'll just see. And if I do, it won't be consistent shifts. And then I also do run my photography business, and I would like to do a little bit more of that after she's born, so that I can just kind of continue to set my own hours and such, and then edit and work from home. Number 18, will you make your own baby food? Yes, but I'm certainly not opposed to buying store-bought, but I think just for my own peace of mind, because I've grown up with so many health issues, I would rather know exactly what's in the food, just knowing like how my stomach deals with things. So I think I would rather just make my own because of that. And last question, do you have any nursery themes or ideas? Yes, but I'm not necessarily going with one theme over another. And I mean, like right now our nursery does have a lot of boxes and junk in it just from moving, so things are kind of all over in there. We haven't really actually got to setting and organizing things right now. But one of our like theme or ideas is unicorns. I really like that, and in the beginning when we first found out, I was totally dead set against having a theme or anything. I was just like I don't have a theme in my bedroom, why does she need to have a theme in hers? And I still kind of feel that way, and it might sound bad, but that's just the way I feel. But we do, like, our tentative theme is unicorns, and it won't be that everything is unicorns by any means, but we do want like, yeah, so we do want some unicorn type things. Like I bought a unicorn head pillow. I'll try to remember to show you guys that in the next video. But yeah, so we do want to do that, and then my sister was painting some like kind of unicorn pictures, like not with actual unicorns on them, but just like pastel colors. So we're doing that too. And then I'm trying to think if we have anything else that's kind of unicorn themed. I don't think we do, but there's a few things that I do want to order. So I think that's all the questions. So I think tomorrow I will probably try and do the newborn haul for the onesies, and then just a couple other newborn items that we got. So I'll try and do that for tomorrow. And I just have a long list of other videos I want to do. It'll just be a matter of when are we doing those, and when are things actually prepared for me to do those videos. Like the nursery, I can't do that yet, of course. So we'll just see when that ends up panning out, but those will be coming.